Are long, drawn-out podcast courses wearing you down? Do you hate the idea of learning every single nuance to podcasting? Does the thought of building a team make you want to pull your hair out? Good, because that's what we're going to talk about today.
This program is brought to you by thepodcastfactory.com.
Welcome to another video. Producer Jonathan here from the Podcast Factory. Glad that you're back. And today we're going to talk about something near and dear to my heart, what you need to start a podcast. So a lot of people get in and they think they need a giant studio, so they go on a spending spree buying thousands and thousands of dollars of equipment. They think they need to learn to be audio engineers, so they buy the best software and they learn how to use it. Then they go and buy podcast courses, every podcast course they can get their hands on, so they can learn everything. And what happens is, before you even start your show, you are burnt out. And I don't want that for you. So today what we're going to talk about is the essentials, the absolute bare minimum you need to start your podcast show. All right, so forget the big studio, forget all that stuff. Get yourself a mic and a quiet place to record. A carpeted room, a smaller room with less echo is good to make sure that you sound good, okay? The other thing that you're going to need is to know your market. And so that's why I recommend that before you get into podcasting, you actually have customers. Because if you have customers, then you should be talking to them, you should know what they need, and you should be able to come up with topics to keep things interesting. As far as software goes, all you need is Audacity, which is free. Just look it up on Google. Or if you're on a Mac device, then you can use GarageBand. It's as simple as that. If you're doing interviews and you're using Skype, Skype Recorder works really awesome for that. And last but not least, do yourself a favor. Don't get bogged down in all the engineering and all that grunt work behind the scenes. It's going to kill you. So get yourself a good audio engineer that you can count on. Someone that's going to make you sound good, someone that's going to clean up your show, and someone that's going to give you a finished product that you can love. That way you can focus on what you do, being a thought leader and sharing your ideas with your listeners, and someone else can do the grunt work behind the scenes. So let's do a recap. What you need to get started, bare minimum. Number one, you need a good, quiet place to record so that the audio sounds good. Number two is you need some recording software. Number three is knowing your market, making sure that you have topics that they're going to be interested in. And number four is hire an engineer, someone to do the grunt work so that you can focus on what you do. So if you want the easy button to podcasting, that's what I do over at the Podcast Factory. Me and my team make you sound good, make it super easy for you to do what you do, and we focus on all the grunt work so that you're a star. If you need help with that, go over to thepodcastfactory.com. And remember, for more video tips like this one, subscribe to our channel, thepodcastfactory.com/YouTube. I want to clack that thing again. I gotta clack it. But you need to start a podcast. Oh yeah. Do you hate the idea of learning every single thing? And number three,
This program is brought to you by thepodcastfactory.com.